This video is sponsored by AOEAH.com. Type in the code Spartans to receive a % off your order. Hey guys, before we start this video, I just want to thank you guys for coming to my channel and watching my videos. If you could please hit the thumbs up button, maybe even subscribe, that would mean a lot to me, and it would promote me to make more videos like this or come up with other ideas for other videos. Also, comment down below with other guides you would like to see, and let's just jump right into it, you guys. Alright guys, let's talk about the Hammerdin, right? It's the most common build. It can do pretty much anything it needs to do. It is amazing. You're going to see in the beginning of a ladder, you're going to see at the end of the ladder. It's just the best overall build you could do to level up characters, to level up your other, someone else's character, to magic find. It pretty much can do anything. So let's just dive right into the stats, and then we'll go to equipment, and then we'll go to the skill tree, and then mercenary, and then we'll go to tips and tricks, things you should know if you want to build a Hammerdin. So strength, you're going to put as much strength as to carry your equipment. Probably the heaviest thing you're going to have to carry is the Zac shield, so enough strength to, with other equipment added, that might give you plus strength, enough strength to carry that. For dexterity, you want max block. So what the trick is to get max block is you're going to turn on your holy shield, and then after you fight something in Act 5, Hell, then go to chance to block, and then add to dexterity until that chance to block is at 75%, and then stop. Do not put any more dexterity into your character. You just want max block. For vitality, it's pretty much everything else. After you've done your equipment and after you did max block, you dump everything else in vitality. With this character, you could tell, obviously with a lot of charms, I'm at around 2,000 health. Above 2,000 health, I would say you probably, without charms, would easily get to about 1,400. This is all pre-CTA. So next we're going to talk about equipment. So for the most ideal build, this is what I got on right now. This is the most ideal build. For the most ideal build for the weapon, you're going to want a Hado. As far as everything else, plus to skills, plus to faster cast rate, dump that into if you don't have this ideal equipment. So skills, faster cast rate, and resistances. Those are the three things I want you guys to look for to be able to put into your equipment if you don't have the ideal build. So obviously Hado would be the best ideal weapon, but as far as like a good like level up weapon, actually amazing level up weapon before Hado would be a spirit crystal sword, right? It gives resistances, it gives faster cast rate, and it gives plus to skills. Same with the shield. If you don't have a Zac, just put in a find a Targe or something like that that gives plus to resistances on its own, and then put a spirit rune word into that, and then you're golden. You're golden for a while. I mean, pretty much that's end game stuff still too. As far as the helmet, like I said, plus the skills, resistances, faster cast rate. You can pretty much find a lot of that stuff early on too. But I have, for my end game build, a Shaco because it gives both skills, life, and magic find, and mana. So it kind of like is a really good overall helmet. For an amulet, anything that pluses to your combat skills or skills. If you can't find anything like that, then I would go with resistances. For your armor, it's an Enigma. Archon Plate Enigma is probably the best thing for a Hammerdin. Dusk Shroud is another good Enigma, but as far as like a body armor that's cheap if you're leveling up, I would say Viper Magi or anything that adds plus to skills, like I said again. Just look for things that will keep you alive while making your skills stronger so that you can farm and find the other things you need, right? For gloves, trangs, once again, if you don't have a trangs gloves, you could do any gloves that give faster cast rate or resistances. That's what I say would be your switch off, right? For rings, I have Stone of Jordan, but once again, you're probably not going to get Stone of Jordan very easily early on, so faster cast rate, you could even craft faster cast rate rings, resistances rings, stuff like that. For my belt, I have the Arachnid's Mesh. Once again, we're just gonna, it's like a broken record, you guys. If you don't have the stuff that is ideal, get stuff that gives resistances and faster cast rate. Simple as that. For my boots, I have the Scarab, the Water Walks, because of life. It pluses to life, pluses dexterity. It gives you extra defenses against missiles. Faster walk and run. It increases your maximum that you can have fire resistances. So like that. As far as in the stash, it doesn't really matter. But end game, I would do plus to combat if you could get plus to combat GCs. Obviously, a torch and Annie. That's all very simple stuff, right? Alright guys, now let's talk about skills. So we're going to go into the skill tree one by one, and we're going to talk about why I put where I put it, right? So we're going to do 1 into prayer, 1 into cleansing, 1 into defiance. We're going to max out vigor. We're going to do 1 into meditation, 1 into redemption, and 1 into salvation. The reason for those bottom 3 is they're kind of situational. They help in certain situations if you might need them. At the end of maxing the main skills, you're going to put skills into resist lightning, because for every 2 that's in there, it adds to your max. See how it says on the bottom, +4 to max. It adds to your max lightning resistance, so your lightning resistance could be higher up. There's a lot of situations where lightning is basically a character killer. In the offensive tree, we're going to do 1 into might. We're going to max out bless aim. We're going to max out concentration. And then you don't have to do fanaticism, but I have 1 into there just to kind of like figure out what, in case my party needs something extra from me, where as a party will benefit more than me putting concentration order on. For combat skills, we're going to do 1 into smite, 1 into holy bolt. We're going to max bless hammer. We're going to do 1 into charge, and then we're going to actually put, I would say 5, maybe 5 to 8 skills into holy shield, right? The reason we want to kind of keep that at a good area is because we want to get max block. Now granted, mine, because of plus skills, is at 34, so obviously I might have it actually way too high. I think I have it at 5. It might be way too high because of, I might even only need 1 into it because of all my plus skills. Alright guys, so let's talk about tips and tricks for Hammerdin. You don't want any monsters that you're fighting to be on this bottom half of you. Even like directly to the left of you still is a bad situation. The reason being is your hammer actually comes out of your like left shoulder. Or I guess if you're looking at yourself, it would be your right shoulder, but it's still like the left side of your screen, the left shoulder of your character. So when you're fighting someone, you kind of want them in this top like head area of your character, because your hammer, if you can tell, comes out right there, right on the top area, and it comes out and it just spirals out. So if you have anyone in this bottom area to like probably say lower left area, that hammer is not going to hit them at all. So that's what goes when you're fighting mobs. Here, so if you see here, this guy's in the left, he's not going to hit at all. If I were to switch down to this area, bam, hammer hits them instantly. Hammer hits them instantly. Hammer hits them. Now that goes for when you're fighting anything. The bosses or anything like that, you kind of want to teleport or move if you don't have Enigma. It's kind of like right where the boss is, right there. As if the hidden stash is the boss. If you are above them or really strong to to the right of them, the hammer is gonna miss them and go around. It's just gonna come out right here and go around them. It's not gonna hit them at all. So you kind of want them to be on the top to top left area. Even like top right would still work. It does swing really close to you, to top right of you, but the top left is perfect to where they need to be.